All right, Ken Orange Theory Trader back with you with another video showing you how to build a CRT watch list on just using daily watch list. So not doing the weekly or 8 hour, 4 hour, just a straight daily chart. So what I'll do is I'll toggle back and forth between what I want to see and my forecast. So this is not about entries, but the patterns I'll be looking for is our traditional candle range theory. We got candle one, candle two, candle three. Possible NR7 range where you have the narrow candle and we look to buy a breakout of it either to the upside or to the downside. Or we look for a daily sweep where we see a small candle body, 20, 25 pips or less for the body. And we just look for a sweep of the higher low and a false breakout is what it is. Okay, so this is better titled, it's like a CRT false breakout. Okay, so like that. All right, so let's go to a random day. And I could always be wrong with these forecasts. I'm just thinking out loud, showing what I'll be looking for. But the main thing is that even when you build your list, don't be so locked into your bias or what you think is going to happen that you ignore what the market is showing you. All right, so with that said, let's get into it. So as well, we're looking for narrow ranges. Okay, so if I see a large daily candle, I'm not interested in it. Okay, so the first thing I notice here, so let's say this day is pretty much wrapping up. This is Thursday. So going into Friday. So what I'm noticing here is, let me see, let me go to my regular mark levels. I want to see if this is a possible candle 2 for the high of the week, but no, the high of the week is back here. Now this still could be a valid candle 2, and I like the fact that these are small, narrow ranges, so something could be happening here. So this could be a regular CRT pattern like so, like that with a short bias, like that. So we could have something like this here. Okay, I'll be looking for this pattern. I just do pattern recognition. That's all I'm doing. Like that. And it did bounce off the weekly open as well. So what I'm going to do for this one, I'll mark this one with a short bias going into Friday. So I'll do that. All right, so that's what I'll do. I'll do that with a red tab. So let's go next. All right, so we got two type ranges here. We got the high of the week. So I will do this for a short bias on CAD Yen. I like the small ranges as well. That's good. Could always be wrong though. That's just what I see. So once again, this reminds me of this candle 1, candle 2, candle 1, candle 2. All right. Euro. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. This does look like possible candle 1, candle 2, but candle 3, which should have been this, I would expect this to be a red, but it's not. I'm going to skip that for now. Okay, same thing here. I like this liquidity sweep that I'm seeing as well. So this one I'll make a note of. I know it's this like kind of like the same thing as Euro, but this has the benefit of a sweep. Euro didn't have that, so I'll mark this with a short bias. But again, focusing on small ranges. This, nah, I'm good on that. Okay, so well, let me see if this might be a narrow range. Hold on a second. Okay, so this isn't an NR7 candle, but it is an NR4 candle. So I'm going to mark this as an NR4. And NR4s and NR7s are the same thing, except you're going to be, it calculates it over the last 4 days instead of the last 7. So it's not that big of a deal. But I'm still looking for either a breakout above this candle's high, okay, this candle right here, above the high or below the low. But I have no bias going into this one. So I will mark this one. I think I use cayenne for those. No, blue. I'll use blue. So we'll do that one for that. Okay, with no bias again. I'm not looking, I don't have any bias. Let's see, so Swiss. So we got another small range here. I'm going to see if this is a NR4, and it's not. And so I'll mark this one with a short bias. So we'll do that like that. And we'll mark this red. All right, so next up, New Zealand. Kind of a large day here. Not really interested in that. Those ranges are a little bigger than I like to see. So we're going to keep going. All right, so we got a very tiny day here. So this will be either an NR7 or a ATR candle. But first I want to see if it's an NR4 7. It is not. So my only other option is a sweep. So I would want to see, so I'll mark it with a cayenne color. So I have no bias on this one. What I'm going to look for though is this right here. If it sweeps the prior day low and closes inside, I'll go long. If it sweeps the prior day high and closes inside, just a false breakout, I'll go short. So I have no bias for pound New Zealand for the next day, but it is a tiny candle. The body of it is only 1 pip, almost 2 pips from open to close. Okay, so that's why I'm doing that. So, but no bias on it. Okay, so Euro New Zealand. How big is this range? 46 pip range. Not interested. Let's keep going. Okay, so this is another small range here. So when you remember, at least how I trade, when I see a small range, if it's not definitely a candle 2, then it's either going to be an NR or a daily sweep, false breakout. Okay, so I check NR first because I like breakouts. So it's not an NR candle, so I'll mark this for a daily sweep with no bias. But with small ranges, I don't have a bias unless it's candle 2. Okay, so this one, let's see. So this one's in the middle of an NR7 candle. So I'll mark this NR7, but this is the NR7 range right here this day. So if it breaks below this low, I'll go short. If it breaks above this high, I'll go long. That's it, but I have no bias on it. So that's cayenne once again. No, I'm sorry, blue. I got too much going on. And last but not least, you know what? That's enough. Yeah, we got enough. All right. So let's see our results. So first off, well, we just do the day. So we'll try the regular CRT patterns first. And let's see how we did. Obviously, you're not trying to trade all these. All you need is one. Oh, the day wasn't done. Darn it. That skewed our results. Well, we did still have a down move, so that was good. This would have been like a candle 3 continuation there. Okay, but let's see what CAD did. Same deal though, so that worked out. That would have been fine. You know, you just take the continuation. Plus, this was a breakout of the CR. Sometimes they'll overlap. So we noticed this candle right here was actually, and I don't think I looked at that. This candle was actually a NR7 this day. So it was a breakout and just kept right on going. Breakouts can be very powerful. This candle right here, same deal. So that was a good day. So that would have been like a candle 4 continuation. Candle 1, candle 2, candle 3, and then candle 4. Like that. This one as well. I mean, gave some downside moves, so that was good. You know, just off the high of the week. Let me go to the regular. Right there, like that. Okay, so remember, I like to see candle 2 creating the high of the week. The only one it didn't do that on was, oh, it did do it on this. Okay, so yeah, off the high of the week. High of the week. High of the week was back here on this one. So it's candle 2, 3, and then a candle 4 continuation like that. And then high of the week right here. Candle 1, candle 2, candle 3 continuation to the downside. Okay, so those were good. Again, all you need is one. You don't trade all of these, all right? You'll drive yourself crazy. Okay, so that was that. So this is the regular, this is just the non-biased one for a tight range. So let's see if we had a false breakout on one. So, okay, this did give a sweep, but it didn't pay much. So this would have been a long. Because remember, if it goes below the prior day low and then closes inside of it, that's when you start to buy. But it didn't move much. So like from the open, well, not bad though. You would have got like 50 pips, 50 pips or so. But it didn't go all the way to the prior day high. But, you could have got something out of here, waiting for the course to close above the prior day low and then ride it to the upside before the retrace comes. Let's see what this one goes. But again, we had no bias here. Same here. But yeah, this barely moved at all. So yeah, just not much there. This one would have been terrible. So far, the yens would have been your best trade. And then we had our NR7 candles. So again, no bias on this. We just trade what we see. So this one here, let me go to the NR7 template. So again, remember with NR7s or sometimes NR4s, which I'll make a video on later. Same principle though, you're just trading breakouts. So this was the breakout back here. And then you just have a short bias for the rest of the day and it kept tanking. So that would have been fine for a breakout to the downside there. But because remember, our day wasn't over, unfortunately. But you know, a breakout, you're just trading the breakout to the downside. So breakdown, whatever you want to call it. So that would have worked. And this one may have been a loss. If why is this here? Is this okay, yeah, no, okay, this one here. Okay, I remember now. This was the in our 7 range right here. So if you'd have took a breakdown, you may have got some, but price did retrace. So just because it breaks out like this doesn't mean it's going to close down here. It can always retrace, and remember that. And was this a Friday? Yeah, with Fridays especially, you want to be careful for price to retrace on you. So you could have got some if you'd have had a set TP. So on this day, I mean, to the downside, it did drop about 94 pips. Okay, but then then it retraced and came all the way up. So you could have got some out of this, but hopefully you wouldn't have held too long. So the fact that it came back would have taken you out the trade or greatly reduced your profits. But that was fine. So yeah, looking at these ranges though, the NR7 trades, NR7 ranges, yeah, and taking breakdowns definitely works. So, but getting that, so that was a good watch list on that, and that would be all I would do. But again, you only need to be right once a day. Just trade whatever is the easiest for you to see. Trade that. All right. Now I'll put links in the description for the deep studies of the NR7, candle range theory, deep study for candle 3, and the false breakout trades as well. I'll put those in the description. So if you want more information on those setups, you can do that. But that's it. But that's how you build your watch list. That was what, 2? I think it was 2 there and then 2 on the yen. And that was it. All right. So, but I appreciate you watching, your time and attention. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a great rest of your day. Take care.